Well, if we start from the very inception, then we're talking about mine and David's desire to just be able to be present in our kids' life. So we came out here to start the office in the hopes that we would have more flexibility with our time and just be present in our kids' lives. Of course, so many things happen from the time we started until now. If I had to pinpoint exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing now with BAM, it's just the excitement to provide really authentic work for people, and mostly to be a source that they can trust. Yes, they do, but things are constantly moving. So we do have our moments where it's total chaos, a meltdown. And then we have those moments where I always like to say it's like a perfect dance, right? Things are just happening, right? Most of that comes from my ability, which can be difficult sometimes, to give projects to people and really trust them with what they're doing. But when that happens and you see their confidence build and then my confidence build, it becomes this like beautiful dance. Everybody knows their role, everybody knows the play, and we trust each other, which is the most important thing. So I think that's what keeps it going. And then just accepting the chaotic moments when they come, because they're gonna come, right? So not letting it bring us down. Protect what you can't buy and you can't get back. Your time and your energy. I like to say your peace of mind, your heart space. Protect the things that just take everybody out of their natural element, out of who they naturally are, who they authentically love to be. It's ideal to think, or not ideal, but it's nice to think that we can go about our day and not be interrupted in terms of who we truly are by external forces, but it happens all the time. So our hope is that there could be all kinds of ruckus going on in the world. And hopefully our clients feel confident in us and in what we do, that it doesn't take them off course if things are not perfect in the world, I guess. I cross all my T's and I dot on my I's. And then I go back and I look at my T's and I look at my I's. And then I go back and I cross them again and dot them again. I totally own everything that I do. I also hope to mentor our team to do the same. And to always ask ourselves the questions like, what we're doing for any particular client, is it what we would be doing for ourselves? Is it what we would be doing for a family member or a loved one? Completely owning what we know is right to do by the client, by ourselves, by our team members, and always make sure that we stay true to that. Actually, yeah, I'd like to say that that's easy because I feel like both of those things are completely 100% naturally me. I'm super organized and a very empathetic person, but they don't really go hand in hand sometimes because I expect such a high level of excellence that when it doesn't happen, people don't think I am very empathetic, right? Because I feel like I could go to like that kind of cold, slicey karate chop, like, why didn't this get done right? So, with that, I really take care by being aware of my emotions. So I'm extremely organized and that happens, and I can be empathetic in the sense that if something happens that takes me off course with my organization or how I like to see things done, I just kind of check myself before I react. We trust each other, and our approach is that we're going to take care of our clients to the best of our abilities, same way we take care of ourselves, same way we take care of our loved ones. I have to trust that our team members are going to do that because there are things that they're working on that I'm not involved in, and I have to trust that base level of expectation is really a non-negotiable. They're going to carry it out, and I actually do trust that they do that. So. That it's going to be like a family, We love everyone. We're going to always do our best, and we're going to have tough times. But the difference, I think, and this doesn't always, sometimes I feel bad using family as the example because it's not always the case for everybody. But my idea of what a family is doesn't matter how bad things go wrong. Like, we're not stepping away from each other. We're going to keep going. What's funny about it is that I have two proudest moments to share, and they both came really recently. The first one has to do with or team member, Jack Walker. He provided assistance to a client recently who had challenged getting into the office because of some memory issues. And he was on the phone with her for about an hour and a half, making sure that she got home safely because she didn't get to the office because she missed an exit and then got lost and couldn't find her way back. He then called her family and let them know what happened and kind of discussed like how we might help that in the future, and then rescheduled the client to come in with her family member the very next day. And of course, he came to my office and told me all about it. And he was like proud and he was happy. And like, that is exactly who I want BAM Advisory Group to be like all the time. And then the second one is our BAM Gala recently, the Great Gatsby casino night that Amelia really pushed to get. It was just wonderful. It was like literally one of the proudest moments to hear your clients thank you for like, people are thanking us just for, it's been so long since I've had a time to dress up and go out. And I'm so happy to do that. Like, yeah, it was everything. So those are my two proudest moments. And those actually just happened all within the last 3 weeks. You know, I have to say, I feel really grateful that we have Amelia Water in her position. In fact, we met today and I was telling her that in this book that we're reading together as a leadership team, it mentioned that every company like kind of has a natural sheriff that rises up, and that for me is Amelia. And so allowing her to really grow in her role and do what she does, she has risen up to be the sheriff. So if any of us kind of are off kilter, she's actually really good at bringing it back, or really good at saying like, yo, XYZ happened, it doesn't match up with our culture, so on and so forth. And so, yeah, I would say that. And then again, always being aware of my emotions, being willing to identify when I'm not on course myself either. So music, like there's music playing around me all the time. Like the minute I get up, I put on music. The minute I'm in my car, I have music on. We get to the office, like put on some music. If I'm feeling good, like put on music. If I'm feeling bad, like put on some music. I've recently started journaling, so that's been really great. I've also recently started reading because I've never really read that much. I think so. I'm a little ADD, so it's like I can't sit still. And then I had kids young, so it's like, oh yeah, I was reading to them. And then just being with my boys, being with my family, like I'm kind of bored. Ooh, and my puppies, Manny and Dre.